Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, and welcome along to League of Europe. My name, as mentioned, as per usual, is the one and only Mr. Evil Dragon, back again here for what is another round. There's so much, round 11. I'm going to say round 11. It might not be round 11. Someone will tell me in a minute when I introduce them. But, talking of introducing, I guess we should probably introduce my partner in crime. Now, historically, they are beautiful. And still are, and they've got a lovely voice, and Lacey will say hello right now. Say hello.
Hello there, my name is Jess, but obviously I'm the co-commentator as per usual here at League of Europe for Division 3, and this is a track that I absolutely hate racing at, but I love commentating. It's just a recipe for carnage sometimes, but it is a recipe for great racing as well. First used in Formula 1 back in 2016, where it was the European Grand Prix. It wasn't the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, the Grand Prix of Europe 2006 in fact. Nico Rosberg won the inaugural one in 2016, and Valtteri Bottas won in 2019, the only pole sitters who gone on to win the Grand Prix. There were certain Grand Prix in Baku that weren't good, but there was quite a lot that were very good. Sergio Perez, I believe, took the latest win in 2022. So yeah, it should be a good race. We saw Mick won the race last week, and he's currently sitting in 4th in the driver's standings. I'll actually go for it right now, actually, before we go to qualifying. So, we had Mick that won last week, but Chris takes the lead after finishing 3rd last week, 162 points to Cam's 117. We got Chill in 3rd on 109, Mick in 5th on 108, MCR in 5th, 89. It was Mick in 4th, sorry. Matty in 6th on 88, Marty 7th on 53, Pastor Jasper on 52, a Bone on 51, and a Leddy on 45 points. And obviously the top 12 scores points as well. So yes, should be fun, should be interesting. We've got 18 drivers here today, which is better than nothing, I guess. But let's see who survives tonight. But let's see who can have superb battles around here, because I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I have noticed straight away is we're missing someone in an Alpine. They don't want to be. They've just left, haven't they? Where is he? Where's Melty? He's not here.
Boo! Where is Melty?
Where's Melty's gone? Oh, well, there's one Alpine, I guess I can murder. I might have to change it around. I don't know. It's pretty difficult to guess who's actually going to curse. What's the weather looking like right now? Well, I can see cloudy, Jazz, here at Baku. Of course, sitting on the coast here in Azerbaijan, not a stone throw away from lots and lots of water, because of course there is a big sea, which is one of the seas. I can't remember what sea it is, actually, off the top of my head. So there we go. What sea is there? I need to figure that out. Hang on a second. I need to figure out what sea it is. Right, professional brain moment. What sea is it? It's the Caspian Sea, isn't it? It's the Caspian Sea. I got it. Don't worry. Caspian Sea. There we go.
There you go.
But Harriet, first out on this circuit, like you mentioned, first hosting a race back in 2016 as the European Grand Prix, although it's more not in Europe nearly than it is in other places in the world. So there you go. Now, the crucial thing of this circuit is don't pin it into this castle section here, which is very easy to do. So I will do it later on, spectacularly, and cause a pile-up, because that is what's going to happen on that number 1 if I get side by side with someone, because I have no faith in my ability on this circuit, like presumably many other people. But this circuit's had some ups and downs throughout the years. 2016, a forgettable race, but 2017 and 18 as well, especially the most rememberable races. Of course, 2017, Sebastian Vettel decided he wanted to do some ding-dongs into the side of Lewis Hamilton because he thought he brake-ticked him when he didn't. So Mr. Naughty Seb lost his temper that one day, but hopefully no drivers in a Ferrari lose their temper today. But of course, 2018, we saw Romain Grosjean crash into a wall and many drama. Ricardo and Verstappen tried to kill each other, Bottas blew up, and Hamilton won again. And Perez got a podium for the 18,000th time. Perez also won here, his first win as a Red Bull driver, his second win, of course, in Formula 1 after winning the Bahrain Outer Loop Sakhir race thing. That, of course, was a couple of years ago. It feels a long time ago right now. But Harriet, he's just coming down in towards turn number 3, sector 1, of course. As we are easy to lock up into this corner here, chuck it and get close to the wall on the inside. Just let the car float out, but of course he wants to be a little bit more course, is right now to chuck it into 4, and of course, up to 5. Sector 2 split begins right now. As you come into here, then these two corners, very easy. Second gear might be tempted up into third, especially. And then, of course, in towards turn number 7, which always is more wider than it is in real life, because you can really cut close to that. But won't do that in this game, you invalidate straight away. And, of course, into 8, 9, and 10. Make sure you don't clip the wall too heavily. You get away with that one. Into this one here on the exit turn 12. Very easy to drift out wide, lose the rear end, lose all your time. But he's done it fine through there. Down the hill then in 13, 14 and 15. Downhill braking zone as well. Into one of the trickiest braking zone, in my opinion, on this circuit. Downhill braking, got to pick it right, get on the power rail. You go too deep, you're in a wall. And there's not really much opportunity to bail out of it. Into the penultimate, well, into the last real corner on this circuit. Turn number 60. And it's a run straight up to the line then through 18, 19 and of course turn 20 as well. Make sure you don't hit the wall on the outside here, because the wall will have some interesting shenanigans and it will fly everywhere. And then you might have to red flag the race, which would be entertaining if that did happen. I would like to see death and fireworks everywhere, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Meanwhile, though, Harry F cross the line, he'll go fast. Of course, first driver to set a lap time behind him will be MCR goes second, but Ryan B goes faster than lap then, a 139.9, and in the sister car behind them, one of the 2 Red Bulls crossing the line right now as well. That might be Cam or Marty. It's Marty up to second. Cam, I think, just beginning his outlap. Behind him, we got one of the Ferraris. Is it Jasper? It's Micklin. Last week's race winner, again on pole position. And Jasper, last week, got himself in a bit of spot and bother because he had a quali ban. And we had to restart the session because he was a bit naughty and put it on the pole. This week, he hasn't got a quali ban, so he can set a lap time.
Hey. So,
Jelly.
Jelly.
Castle section.
Castle section. You know you said do not bin it in the castle section. Guess what Jelly's got to done? Bin it in the castle section. So
that's a weird way. He's trying to bail out of that, Jess, and he just hasn't made it.
No. To be fair, though, I can see what he's done as Chris up to the line, and he is your championship leader, and he is fastest on the circuit right now with a 1:39.836. I believe that next across the line will be a Mercedes of Matty as well, who's been looking quite good in recent weeks as he goes towards this long straight, which seems to go on for forever, to be honest with you. But he got the DRS flat wide open up to the line, and he is P5 for now with a 1:40.2. We've got, I believe, a Williams of, or it might be an Alpine, I don't know which. It's confusing. Oh, Passe! He's lost his front wing just before the castle section there. Be careful. Move out the way quickly. You don't want to hit other cars. Luckily, he got the car under control there. Well. He's all good. Fair enough. As Cam, he comes up to the line now to set his first lap time in the Red Bull. His teammates in P6. What can he do? P13 for now with a 1:42.1. Quite a few invalidations for him and quite a few people yet to set a lap time. Iran Sam hasn't left the pits yet. I won't be surprised if he starts at the back. Oh, Jasper. Jasper. Where's he? Has he binned it? No, he's retired.
The pits.
Oh, no, wait.
Castle section as well.
Castle section again.
That's another one. Oh, he's dropped that. That's a weird one. He's dropped that early.
Let me go on board with Matty. No, he's gone past it.
Be chill.
Bother.
Be chill just going through that.
Oh, right yes, I see. Oh, the car's gone. So luckily Chill avoided that.
Yeah, avoided that, wouldn't have held him up until. But Jasper also out of this session as well, of the 18 drivers. So there is 2 currently down. Now, Mick last week said, please can I curse the top 3? Now, the top 3 of the standings, which are... there's another car in the wall, talking of cars. That goes now in the wall. No, that corner I mentioned not to hit the wall, Jazz.
That's not in the castle section. That is another corner.
Do you know that corner?
Yeah.
I said earlier, you don't want to hit. They've hit that as well. I've literally every corner I've said don't hit, they've hit. Guys, come on.
I'm not doing very well with curses either today, because I commentated on another league and they curse like people to oblivion, so...
Wild Cam, what's he doing? He's not
He's going into the pits. He's going into the pits. We've got Major Matt Tibos and Chill on outlaps, while Chill's about to start one at the moment. 18th right now. Wants to be higher in the championship as well. But as you were saying, Mick's currently sitting P4 in the standings. So that's probably why he means curse the top 3 in the standings, not in qualifying. But if he wants us to curse him, then be our guest really. But he doesn't really. So he wants to curse anyone but him, to be honest. Yeah. As Chill, we'll see how he is in Sector 1 as well. Right now, as he heads through the section where we saw Carlos Sainz and Yuki Tsunoda bin it. We don't want to see Chill bin it, which he does not, which is great to see. And end of sector 1 now. What, 35.4, so not the fastest right now, but still looking pretty decent indeed. It's still quite overcast right now in Baku as well, and of course we saw the famous brake check incident between Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. It's not talked about much now, because obviously Lewis Hamilton and Vettel, they get on like a house on fire at the moment, but we'll see if Chill can get out of 18th place, because
Dave? Because, well, he's going to have to, because unless he bins it in a wall, he'll be beat jelly because he hasn't set a lap time.
Exactly.
So as long as he doesn't bin it in the wall here, which he does taps the wall slightly, but he gets away with it. That's one of those things you could slightly tap the wall if you just make it right, but that's the corner extent. You brake a centimetre too late, you die. Through here, gets on the curb, that's all fine, and into the last two corners, so you have to, well, do what Ghost did if you want to hit the wall. So as long as he doesn't do that, he'll be fine. So he gets away with that one. Then take a run up to the line. Then take the shortest, shallowest line. And then see, then he's probably hoping for around about 5th, 6th position. That's really where I'd say he would love to be. The answer is that he's in 11th. So
there you go.
Never 5 and a bit positions behind where I said he would love to be. But nonetheless, still in a good position. We've now got Major Matt Tibos on a lap time as well. We've got yellow flags of cars at the last sector backing up. Major then coming down the hill, gets the corner absolutely spot on, apart from losing the rear end exactly when I said it. And then see what the sector split's going to be then. So 16-1, so it's not setting the timing screens alight. I like Chill, of course, set a purple sector too, but it's all kind of about seeing what straight line speed have you got in the Alfa Romeo then. Up to the line. Keep it to the inside of the circuit all the way, of course. Shallowest line, and like I said, he would certainly love to be in the top 10 as well. Another driver that would definitely want to be in the top 10. The answer, is he in the top 10? No, is the answer to that one.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he is, my apologies. Matt Tibos as well up to the line, and let's see what the Alpine can do, and he goes up to 12th then, so that demotes Chill back down to 30th. MCR on a lap time. We've got one of the Red Bulls then, that might be Marty. We've got a car off. That is Matt Tibos, actually, ironically.
Yeah, that is Matt Tibos. The only Alpine today.
Yes, the only Alpine that's like in curse is currently has spun it, but nonetheless, it'll be fine as long as you drop it into a wall and retire. So hopefully it doesn't, because we want some more continuance of well, we don't want a continuance of an Alpine retiring every single race I commentate on, which seems to have happened.
The podium streaks continue in the other league. The Alpine finishes P2 and P5 in the league I was commentating earlier on. So there we go. So MCR, he is going out. Yeah, he's going out.
Going into the pit lane, but he almost hit the inside of the pit. Well, it's such an easy thing to do. Yellow flag sector 1. That's just, I think, someone getting out of the way. We've got a few cars crossing the line, and right now, Mick on a lap time in the Ferrari. 6 temps up in sector 2, so this is a mighty lap from Mick there. Looking for a low 39. Might dip into the 38 if he gets away with it. 39.3 lengths. 5 temps up at the end. Was 7 temps up, of course, when I cut to him. So he lost a bit of time down that straight attempt or two. But, yeah, 38's on the potential then from Mick. So he's certainly pushing on. Chris as well, though. He's trying to come back at this one. 3 temps up in sector 2 as he dips it down the crest. And, of course, through the winding left and right, of course. Back here, of course, 5,500 years old, this city established, of course, back in many, many, many years ago. You could say as, well, 5,500 years old is what the consensus of this city is. But Chris is hoping his lap time isn't going to be 5,500 years away from pole. It is 3 temps off of pole, so that's a little bit shorter than 5,500.
Yeah, exactly. We've got the 2 Mercedes on a lap. We've got Passe first, and then we'll move on to Matty. I believe Passe is one of our reserves. No, Passe's aborted his lap and going into the pits. Never mind. So Matty then, 8th at the moment. Still further away from pole, but he's been up pole position before. Is he going to reach it? Not quite. 139.9, but at least he's in the 139s now, so a lot better than nothing, I presume, as well. We've got a Ferrari. That will be Mick, who's, I think, going to go into the pits very soon. We've got an Aston Martin of a lady who's going to go into the pits, I think, soon too. I think quite a lot of people are going to go into the pits. Who's next on that? Harry Ab, there we go, in the Williams as he heads through the start of Sector 1. He's got his teammate as well now. Watch out for this circuit. We could see quite a few straights where the teammates can give each other a tow. I think it's allowed in this league.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, slipstreaming is allowed in this league, so if his teammate wants to do so, I don't think it's intentional, but...
Oh, it's definitely intentional here between these two. What they'll do, they'll try and drag each other down the back straight, as long as they manage to get it all together and one of them will just drop it.
Oh, that was close from Harry F.
It was a bit close, Mario. Still a bit of weaving there. We'll give him a bit of dirty air, but that won't help him too much. But he should be fine, I think. I think he's saving some air, so he's pushing onwards still then as he comes down into the castle section. Left, right, left, and many corners, of course. You run around that historic, beautiful castle. And then, of course, down the hill, he's getting a lovely tow down here. We'll get an even bigger one down the straight. So as long as they manage not to trip over each other down here, they should be fine as... cuts the corner there a little bit there as that is his teammate just to give himself a bit of a head start. And then what he'll do, slightly left through this corner here to get him a bit closer, give him a nice run down the straight. It's not really looking like it's setting the world alight this lap time from Harry F. But let's see, of course, his teammate then down in what is... fourth position. We'll give him a lovely tow down the straight. This is going to up his lap time by quite a bit. Look at the speed, 212, 13, 14, 15, 60 miles an hour. This is going to put himself up. Well,
he doesn't improve.
Doesn't improve, and that was that mistake, of course, in Sector 1, and, well, into Sector 2, then lost the rear end ever so slightly, but, well,
his teammates on the lap.
Yeah, like I said, talking of Ryan, he begins his lap time right now. Then what's he going to be doing then? Hope for that top three. He'd really love to break into it. He needs to find just under a tenth.
Yeah.
To get himself ahead of Marty. He needs to find himself several tenths. And, well, that's cutting it fine in towards turn number 3. They're slightly grazing the wall. I think, actually, he's back. Does he bailed out? He's bailed out the lap time, I think, actually. So,
yeah, he has. He's not going to have enough time to go into the pit to set another lap. So that could be...
He's done it early enough, just where he can save the ARS and go again.
Ah, yes, good point. Good point, Liam. Chill. What have you done? He's got no front wing.
Yeah, I'll be backing off if I was you, Chill, because that's not going to be his He's fine.
He's fine. Well, at least you gained a lot of downforce by doing that.
No.
No, you gained a lot of straight line speed, at least.
Well, yes, but then you can't turn and you crash into the wall.
Yeah. Straight line speed is okay, but corners is not good with no front wing. So anyway, Chill's in the pits. So you'll set another lap time soon. I think, yeah, Ryan Belshaw's backing off. I think, will he let his teammate through?
No. He's going to stay put right now.
Yeah, or they probably go in the pits. I'm not entirely sure. But not long to go until this session. Make sure you do follow us, by the way, on social media, at League of Europe, on Twitter, and also subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already. And... according to the chat, I've just seen what the weather is, but I'm not going to spoil it.
Entertaining.
Yeah, it is quite entertaining. I've seen it in both the Discord chat and the YouTube chat. But I've seen the exact detail in the Discord chat, and it's going to be fun and chaos, I think. Hopefully it doesn't happen in our race later, Liam.
Yes,
which I haven't done any practice at all, so... good luck to me on that one. I haven't had time to practice, that's probably why. 1 minute and 43 seconds to go of qualifying. Mick is going to start his run now. And then we got a McLaren of Chris will start his run soon as well. Yellow flag near the castle section with people moving out of the way. Let us know your predictions in chat as to who you think is going to be getting pole position here this afternoon. And who do you think is going to bottle it? Because if we say who's going to bottle it, they may do well. Has someone binned it, Liam, as I was talking about it?
Slight graze of the rule again for Ryan B, and that's the second time he's hit the wall then. And this time, unfortunately, that's ruined his lap time. Set a purple sector 1. Again, graze that same place he did earlier on in the lap. Meanwhile, Mick going purple sector 1 as well as you climb then up through the car section. Take the right-hander into turn 7, then up into 8, 9 and 10, and the Ferrari's obviously don't bin it in the wall here. He should be all nice and dandy. Indeed, he is nice and smooth through there. Second gear, up to third, then into the left. Get on the power nice and early. Use that flat curb to your advantage, and then it's the run back down the hill, then past, of course, the old castle section. on the left-hand side, the old city, you might say, as well, as you dive it down and into third gear. Just hugs the inside curb, slight graze of the wall on the right-hand side. Might lose him a couple of thousandths of a second then. Sector split still up then by 89,100. So looking for a potential 39.2. Might just get into the 39 runs. It was a very good exit into the last corner. He'll take it all the way to the right-hand side of the circle and use as much speed as he can in that Ferrari, powered Ferrari, and up to the line. Then let's see, 39.2 is what he wants to do. Does he manage to improve? Yes, he does. 5 2 then 39.0. And that was, of course, that 2 temps earlier on, which I mentioned he was hoping to get. Meanwhile, Chris is bailed out his lap time. So that is certainly his lap done. Behind him, we've got, is it Matt Tibos on his lap time right now? Matt Tibos getting it nice and dandy through there. Then into the last 2 corners, 7 temps up on his lap time. So hoping to get into the 39s as well. But that will really put him up the positions. And he's currently down there in 12th. As things stand, I think he'll be around about 4th position. Don't quote me on that one, but I'm going to say around about 4th then. He'll run it up to the line. Let's see, can he get himself on the 3rd row of the grid? Only finds himself down at 8th then, so that's 8 temps up. Only found himself 6 temps at the line behind him. The Red Bull, then that'll be of Cam, or that'll be of his teammate Marty. Crossing the line, I think,
P2.
right there. Marty P2 are behind him. The Alfa Romeos then, and that is Y8 up to 3rd. Behind him, the other car of Major goes up to 10th. Then we've got the Aston Martin. Crossing the line, followed by the Mercedes. Lady goes up to 7th. The Mercedes will go up 2, and that's going to be no improvement then from the Mercedes. What about Cam right now? He's 3.5 temps up, it looks like, on his lap time, as he takes it all the way to the left-hand side of the circuit. The man who was leading this championship for quite a little bit in the first stages of this season finds himself back down in 30th in that Red Bull. Across the line, I think that is actually everyone. So Mick on pole position then, here for the 2nd time of asking. Marty alongside him in the Red Bull. Then comes the Alfa Romeo, then Chris, then Matty, Ryan, and Leddy. Then comes Jasper, the passed up. Down in 8th ahead of Matt Tibos in a beautiful 9th position right now in the Soul Alpine. Major in 10th from Harry 11th, goes from Camilan. Then we've got Chill, Pache, and then MCR, Jelly, and Aramsam in the Hasses. Not having the afternoon they want to. Both of them, it's not setting a lap time.
Yes, with Jelly binning it, unfortunately. We got Haas on the back row of the grid, which is not ideal, but the only way to go is up. If you survive, you're going to get a decent result. That's going to be my prediction, I think, for pretty much most of the tiers here today, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, we got Mick from Marty, YTY, Chris, Matty, Ryan B, the only Ryan B today, because the other Ryan B is not here tonight. That's why Passe is filling in. We got Lady, Jasper, Matt Tibos, Major, Harry F, Ghost, Cam, Chill, Passe, MTR, Jelly, and Naran, like we said, having not the best of qualifying sessions. So we are going to be going into the race. Formation lap is on. So a chance to warm their tyres up. I did have a look at the strategies before the race. It is, surprise, surprise, medium hard or hard medium. But if you are the drivers here tonight, Liam, we're going to be racing in not that long. But if you were the drivers in D3, what tyre would you start on?
Well, it all depends about, of course, what the weather's going to be. If I was a betting man right now, I presume it's going to be, of course, a dry start, slowly progressing maybe into some prettier conditions later on, but pure dry skies above us. It really depends. I mean, if we're thinking about halfway through this race, you'd imagine going instead of hards on mediums. A hard tyre at the start of the race always kind of beneficial for you. But of course, that soft compound tyre soft, and then maybe go for a medium strategy as well. If we get an early safety car, that will help you as well. But it's going to be quite difficult to see who's going to be doing what in the first stage of this race. But the weather, that's what the one thing we're looking at. The sky above us, nice, beautiful blue clouds here at Azerbaijan. Then here on the border of the Caspian Sea, of course, back, of course, being the largest port in Azerbaijan as well. And it's a land of many rivers, by the way. 8,200 total rivers across the country. Only 24 of those rivers, however, more than 100 kilometers long. Back in one of the world's biggest oil platforms in, of course, in a pretty much a landlocked country in essence, of course. Has got the Caspian Sea, which is more of just of a lake, really. It kind of just winds itself around eventually into the sea, but it's quite a whirl away from it. But, of course, in between there, and I believe it's Iran on the other side of it, if I'm not mistaken. So, of course, those two separated by not too much. In fact, my apology, I don't know. You know, there is Iran down bottom. I don't know how to pronounce that country on the right. Turkmenistan. As you could tell, I was very terrible with my language. Kazakhstan up to the north, and Uzbekistan to the other side. But there we go.
I'm rubbish at pronunciations, Liam, so you could join me on that one.
We are very known to be not very good with our things, of course. Longest river, by the way, in Azerbaijan, 1.51 kilometers long. The average temperature as well can reach a maximum of 46 degrees C. The winters, however, and Jess, I'll put a fleece on for this one, minus 33 degrees C can be occasionally the temperatures here in Azerbaijan. It will dip down to, in the higher ranges, 4.5 kilometers, the highest peak in Azerbaijan as well. The national animal as well being a karabaka, a horse. It's rare and beautiful, known for its agility, endurance, and intelligence. Well, talking of horses, there's a prancing horse on first, though in real life he's not very intelligent half the time. But Mick, he's a very intelligent man in this universe we are right now, and he's got himself on pole. As long as he doesn't end up doing a Ferrari strategy, he should be absolutely fine. As well, and by the way, if you are wanting wine, the exported wine is worth £3.5 million in this country total per year, so 3.5 million exported wine. So if you want some wine, there's your opportunity to get it right now. But enough of that one. We've got one race to come ahead of us. We've got 18 drivers, 2 not here. That being, I believe we've got the Alpine, and I think we've got another car, but I can't see quite what.
Not Ferrari. Alf.
A car.
A car, yes, a car, ladies and AlphaTauri.
AlphaTauri also missing then. So up front then, Mick on the front row of the grid is waiting for the last car to get into grid slot. That being of Naramsa, then he will slot himself in to that last position. Everyone pretty much on the medium compound tyres. But who is going to win then here in Azerbaijan? Because it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Look! But never stare, because here in Europe, here for Azerbaijan, we are underway, and a good start there from Mick. Good start though from Marty then as he goes up the inside. Marty towards turn 1 has take the lead then. Is everyone going to get it through into turn number 1? I think the McLaren in the background certainly didn't get it all correct there. Slightly wide, yellow flag again popping up. There's one of the off already as well, as Mick led down into third. A little bit of a bunch up further back down the field. I think everyone's just about got themselves through there, Lou. But a terrible start there from Mick. Finds himself down 1-2 position. Another yellow flag. There is one of the Alfa Romeo sent around. And there's going to be a pile up. Here, I think the goating system might save them in the end. But 2 cars sent spinning around. Jelly's gone off. YH off as well. Another car then. We got carnage so far. At the beginning stage of this race, another 2 cars going off there. Cam finds himself up 1-2 position up the inside of Ghost. But that gap's going to close. Ghost there shutting the door on him. And these two want to be careful going side by side around this section there as well. We've got another car trying to go up the inside. 3 abreast as they come down to the braking zone. That's not going to work, boys. Soft, mediums, and hards then all in use. They come up the castle section the first time. Are we going to see everyone through there in one bit? Then I think we just about are going to see everyone through. The top 17 getting through all okay. Then we are just waiting for Jelly out the back then. I believe without a front wing, though he's still got his front wing on the car, so Jelly's just had a bit of a terrible start of this race, as well, of course, 1 car damaged, that looking like it's a lead he's damaged that car, then, well, he certainly has now, because he's in the wall, so there we go. If he didn't damage it, he has certainly done now, and that is a virtual safety car that has been deployed. Passe has also dropped it,
as well as the Haas of Naransam, so both the Haas's are not having a good day. Right, well, Y lost it as well, and that is, I think, a definition of quite a few drivers having a bit of carnage as well. But Marty having a good start.
Mick just hit the wall there at turn number 1, Jess. I think on the rear,
not much damage, but I think we could see if he does have damage. I think Matty will try and close in as well, so keep an eye on him as well. And we are green then, no drive-throughs luckily at the moment, but we can see Matty already closing in then. So yeah, Mick has definitely got some sort of damage, as Matty's got to be careful that he does not hit the back of Mick, which he does not, which is great to see. As 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars are in the pit lane at the moment, repairing damage. Quite a few drivers on the hards. Jelly on the mediums. No, he's on the hards. And Leddy, he's going on the hards as well. No, he's going on softs. Brave.
Then going on the softs, then going for the brave strategy. They come up the car section for the second time. Then everyone getting so awfully close to that wall each time around. Then you just fear that someone's going to hit it in front of a bunch of cars. And then there's just going to be mayhem, of course. But these drivers, of course, in Division 3, they are keeping each other relatively in good nick right now. Of course, you got 13th down, Chill, Ghost, and Ramsam, YH, Lady, and Jelly. Those guys all picked up damage at the start of this race. 1.2 seconds right now, just over a second and a bit. Then 1.1 seconds, Marty has got that gap up. And then ahead of Chris then in second. Behind him we got Mick then, who's really pulled away then from Matty then. So Matty's made a mistake somewhere on this lap time. We've got a yellow flag. And Harry F, that's a big impact there in the wall, and that's going to be a safety car. That's in a really risky position.
That is a safety car.
Yeah, right on the exit lane of the real last corner on this circuit in the wall. But everyone, Jess, quite crucially, has got away with it there because the safety car's going to come out just behind them.
Yes, that is very interesting indeed. Now, I'm looking at the predicted pit stop strategy. It's kind of screwed quite a few people up because the ones on the medians were not meant to pit till lap 12 as well. But with the way
from Jess, really.
But with the way Baku is in league racing, there could be more safety cars. So maybe pitting may not be too bad of a strategy, as Chill is in, so is Major. Major's on mediums now, so quite a few people will be alternating. That they will be probably doing a 2-stop strategy now, which is not ideal around here, but as long as they survive, then fair enough. So we'll see what the others do because they haven't caught up to the safety car yet. But Chris, crucially, your championship leader, doing better than a lot of his championship rivals right now. And we're not that long to go until the end of the season. He is showing that he's mean business in this championship, and also it gives quite a few people to save some fuel because there is a track where you can really underfuel the car with safety cars.
Yeah, it certainly is, but Chris up front, behind Marty, of course, who's leading this race in the Red Bull. Then Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, then comes the other Ferrari, then ahead of Matt Tibos, then in the sole Alpine, because the other one, unfortunately, isn't here. So the one that I've cursed every single week isn't here. So Matt Tibos, to be fair, has relatively remained unscathed from me. Apart from last week, where I did say something, he did bin it within like half a lap, which was thoroughly entertaining, but not for Alpine. But nonetheless, hopefully he can break that streak of one car at least DNFing. I suppose technically it carries on because one car's not in this race. In comes Matty into the pit lane. And now, is this for a set of hard compound tyres, I would reckon, going on that car? Yes, it is then. Hard compound tyres. So he's saying, what this is telling me, Jez, is the rain's not going to be coming until round about lap 20.
I have a rough idea as to when it's going to happen because I was told in the chat. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be right towards the end, but we don't know exactly what lap it is. So
20 to 26 then, yeah. Ideally then. So
watch this space, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Watch this space. Oh, Letty. Drive-through penalty, speeding on the virtual safety car.
Speeding on the safety car. What's happened there is Delta. Now what's happened here? Pache? And Major? Has Pache gone off? Certainly.
Is it illegal overtake, it looks like?
Damage front wing just for Pache. So he's dropped it somewhere. Get at the end place there. Front left, front right end plate is gone. So that there, presumably, has been him dropping it into the wall then, into the left-hander. Of course, that being turn number 1, gone straight on, hit the right-hand side then. It's unfortunate if that's how it's happened then. No, in fact, yeah, no, it would have been hit from right-hand side, then turning left, of course. So you've hit the outside wall slightly. taking the nose off it. Major says, thank you very much, I'll take the position. Safety car will be in next lap, I believe. We're just waiting for a lady who's pretty much out of this race, you could say, right now. He's going to find himself with a drive from penalty. But to be fair, Jess, with a circuit like this, with the safety car delta being almost 95% in races historically, it's going to be pretty easy to imagine we're going to get at least another one, maybe two yellows, maybe more.
To be honest, I think it could possibly be, yellow's pretty soon. Oh, Passe. He's binned it.
Yeah, and Passe in the wall then. I did mention earlier on going straight on.
Yeah, not like that.
He has gone straight on, unfortunately. What he's probably done is broke too late. And, oh, that's almost going to be contact for Jelly as well as he comes into the corner.
Luckily, with the ghosting system, it made things a hell of a lot easier for the drivers to navigate through there.
Yeah, it's certainly a little bit sketchy, isn't it, for someone to drive? But there's 2 drivers out of this race now. Down to 16 runners up front. Marty leads this race still. Of course, we are just
lots of M's.
Yes, the M's, the many M's, of course, around lap time, which is around about 1 minute 40 to 1 minute 50 a lap. Normally in pure racing, we don't safety car run more, I think, of a lap time around about the 240s to the 3-minute mark. So almost, of course, double that one as well. So if you're wondering, why is it taking a long time? Well, longer than the safety car, more safety cars we can. That raid's going to get closer and closer. In fact, there is some mild distant clouds you can see forming in the away, especially looking backwards out of turn number 1, of course, across the Caspian Sea. You can see some clouds starting to roll in from that direction, of course. Real life in Baku. Haven't ever seen a wet Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And what's happened to Jasper? Now, what has happened to the Ferrari driver? And a illegal overtake there. Is he hit
and another Delta glitch, maybe? Or it might just be another hit in the wall. But I don't have a clue. There's quite a few things going on at the moment. But Aledi still needs to catch up. And you can't serve drive-throughs under safety cars, so you'll have to come in straight after and serve his drive-through, which is not ideal.
Safety cars should be in this lap, just we're just getting the indicator. Probably, I reckon we might get it around about exit of this corner. It might
you
be
time it well
cool.
Usually, so come on, Liam. I'll let you do it.
Let's see. I mean, in theory, you'd guess. I mean, yeah, Marty's backing off, so you think it's going to come in right about now. Yeah, we go. So green flag is on then, so they can just catch up. That's probably why Marty backed the field up ever so slightly, because he realised, really look at the map, Aledi is going to catch up, and if you leave it any later than that, it can come in down this section. And now the Red Bull, the McLaren, will do weaving themselves down the straight, then almost in perfect harmony as well. And when do you want to go around Baku? Well, don't do it too early, of course. We've seen, especially in the likes of Formula 2, many a times the leader's gone too early, got caught out with the safety car, has had to slam on the brakes, or had to slow up, and then all sorts of carnage goes on. But let's see then, as we get ready to go, leave it nice and consistent. All the field then following behind, keeping himself nice and cautious. We don't want to see anyone trip over each other right now. Are we going to be going right now? Yes, we are then. It's a good start then from Marty. He gets away then. Cam, I think, has got past already then down towards turn 1. They've got yellow flags at the background. It looks like there's that one guy having a trouble down towards turn number 1. I think they've got it through absolutely fine, apart from Aledi, who hasn't got it through turn number 1 all correctly then, so he's gone straight on. Everyone else, though, getting through 2x2, like Noah's Ark on the exit of the corner. One of the Alfa Romeos there, putting to the inside. That was YHYY on Major there, going to the inside line as we come down then in towards turn number 3. Are we going to see everyone through this time around? We didn't see it on the first lap. We saw a bit of a flurry of action, a bit of drama and contact, but I think everyone's got it through this time around. Absolutely A-OK. YHYY battling of chill down the back, of course. Aledi has been in the wars, but I think he's got no damage on that car, but he'll be in the pit lane at the end of this lap. Then Martino, 1.4 seconds then, 1.2 seconds down, dropping back down that lead he's got then. Commanding performance, the Ferrari into second and Mick, ahead of Chris now in this race. Yellow flags, is that someone going in the wall at the castle section? I think not, that's Jelly. Has he hit the wall, I'm wondering? No, he has not, so maybe we've got out, maybe went down the escape road and back up then, but another car making a small mistake. That's 6 of 26, Jess. I tell you what, Marty's having a commanding first lap of this race, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's doing a really good job, but we've said good things about Marty in a few races so far, and it's not gone well. So we will not say much at the moment as he commands his lead by even more, but we'll see Mick probably close up to him very soon. Same with Chris as well. Don't forget the crossover point between the hards and the mediums will be interesting to see as well as Marty sets the fastest lap of the race, continuing his dominance. Meanwhile, Ryan B in the Williams has come into the pits. Now that is early for a set of the hards, but there is a threat of rain, so if I were you, maybe get one of your no, front wing. He's got no front wing, Liam. He is must have hit. That might have been what that yellow flag was for Ryan Belshaw, so he comes in for a set of softs. I don't know how long softs can last around here. Let me check my information.
8 laps, I think, around about that one. So normally they last about 7, 8, 9 laps. If memory serves correctly.
8 laps. You were close. 8 laps.
Oh, well, in between. I'll give the point.
Oh,
Yellow
another
flag's
yellow flag.
again, and that is Jelly straight on, and that's going to be a safety car, and that's another one. So, second safety car, 7 laps, and you know what we normally say around back here in street circuit? Safety cars historically breed the safety car, and I tell you what, more laps this stays at medium tyres, by the way, the more these are going to get out their lap times. We've had now 6, will be officially 6 laps under full safety car conditions after the end of the safety car period. We believe, and this is one of those quick 1 or 2 lap ones we can get, but normally it's a 3, maybe 4 laps under safety car conditions. I think everyone should catch up to the field pretty reasonably quickly this time around. But would I be pitting if I was any of the drivers right now for a set of hard compound tyres? That's what I'm wondering. What would I be doing if I was that? Look at the cloud there. We've got a few more clouds starting to hover over ahead. We've got ideally about 20 minutes until I reckon we might get some rain. But you know what? Get that set of tyres on. You might potentially say
Marty's
we might see
in.
some. They're going to come in then. So we got to see 1, 2 car. And now what tyres are they going to go on then?
Chris is out. Chris stays out.
Set of softs for... my apologies. Set of hards then from Marty. What about Mick then in the Ferrari? Hards as well then. So they're all going for a set of hards. A long stop there for the Ferrari driver as he... I
think all the medium runners are coming into the pits for hards, which is fair dues. But the ones on the hards, they can risk staying out if they want to. But we don't know when the rain's going to come. It could not...
Major new nose, Jess.
Major new nose. So he's got a front wing troubles as well. So, yeah, I don't know how many front wings the teams are going to have. Lots, I'm guessing. It's going to be a lot of money. What?
I tell you what, Matt Tibbles in cam right now, finding himself in 2nd and 3rd from where they qualified. That's going to be something pretty good. In terms of who's jumped up the most, by the way, talking about, which button is it? There it is.
Is it Matt Tibbles?
7 Matt Tibbles, up 10 for Cam, up 13 for Naramsam from the back row of the grid, of course. He started pretty much, I think, second to last, or he was the one that started last alongside his teammate. Real loser out this race. Mick down 9, now down 7 for Ryan B. Other big gainers, of course. That being, of course, the race leader, up 3 positions as well. Up 4 for MCR, up 1 from Jelly. So that does say to me that Naramsam was the car that started in last position. Now up finds himself inside the top 5 because he is the car in 5th position. Safety car likely will be in the next lap or 2. So lap 9 to 10 we'll be seeing it in, presumably end of lap 9. But this is something that these guys probably aren't, well, it's probably what we aren't wanting, long safety car periods, because we do have a race in around about 45 minutes-ish.
And I haven't practiced.
Yes, me and Jess are going to end up binning it into the wall at the castle section, aren't we?
I am, definitely.
Yes, probably. The screams of agony. We'll take Jamie with us, probably, yeah?
No, because he's my teammate. Shush.
Okay, I'll take Jamie with me then.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we're just waiting for our safety car will be in next lap. We are waiting for 2 cars. It should be in next lap, unless, of course, Jelly picks in again. He should catch to the back of the field. You can see him really slowing up there because he's got that delta situation where he has to be a bit slow, but he's catch to the back of the field on this lap. If you are joining us, by the way, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as well. And don't forget to hit the notification bell as well and get involved in this race. We like to talk and see what all you want to talk about.
Exactly, and we had someone in the chat that's just made a very good point from Renz, by the way. Hello, welcome to the stream. Ren said all those safety cars are going to bring the rain earlier than expected, and to be honest, I have to agree with you. He's wondering why would you lose track position, because the rain will come sooner if there's more safety cars. So, because there's going to be a spot of bother, because there is going to be even more interesting things happening if the race ends up being an hour long. So, let's hope there's no more safety cars, please, for our sakes. To be fair, we only got 2 retirements so far, touch wood. So we're doing better than
2 retirements, but 4 yellows total. Looking at it as well. So Football Clip saying he started P10 as well, of course, with an interesting profile picture. I know exactly who that is.
So do I.
Recommend. It's not really a profile picture. It's pretty appropriate, but I guess you do
personal
what you
preference.
Yeah, and Cabin Wall is an anime thing, I guess.
I like Cam's profile picture, but anyway, I think
he's quite cute.
It is very cute. He's had that profile picture for a while now. So, will the safety car come in this lap?
Should do. It'll be a late call out of this corner. I think it'll just be out of this corner. We should get it in.
Right, in 3, 2, 1. There we go.
So just out of that corner. So a little bit later than earlier on, of course. Really, the latest it will come in is not here. I think it's just about here. If it's the latest, you'll get a call for it to come in right there. As you can see, that is the safety car line. As you now run themselves up, then down towards the start-finish straight, weaving left to right. But who is going to get the good start this time around? And for the 3rd time this afternoon, we are going to be getting ready to go as we are waiting then for Chris, who's going to leave it late. I think he's going to go around about now, and away he goes then, boosts all the ARS, and we're going to see everyone following suit behind. It looks like 1-2 cars have been left behind as a lady's been disqualified for drive-through penalty infringement. That's really harsh for a lady because he didn't have any choice to get that one, but he is out of this race. As well, yellow flags kicking up. That is, I believe, for the car getting out of the way as he just gets himself there. So,
there comes Ghost. He almost got past YHYY there for the time being as well. Not major shuffles at the moment, and the lady feels frustrated. I would be as well, because you can't bit at the safety car. That, oh my goodness, I would.
Cruelness.
This is rigged for a lady's point of view. But anyway, there's a lot of grazing in the wall for some drivers. Chris is pulling away from Matt Tibos as well, so it shows that track position is definitely working, and the ones who are on the fresher tire is taking the tire.
Contact, Jess. We've had YH and Ghost contact, and now Ghost's going to find himself in a really tricky situation. The Ferrari, that's not going to work. The Ferrari goes straight on in Jasper. That's Mick. Mick in the wall. Another car in the wall. Jelly in the wall. That might be a safety car. It is a safety car. And the 3rd safety car of this afternoon, then Mick had nowhere to go. He had the slow car then. I don't know who that was again. I think that was MCR, I think, or it certainly was one of the cars up the road. Then he went deep into the wall. I don't know if it was MCR or not there. I'll have to double check, but hit the wall. Couldn't stop, of course, could Jasper, and end of that one is big trouble.
Yeah, so last week's race winner is now out of this race, and Jelly has spun again.
So it was Naramsam, Jess. It was Naramsam who hit the wall. Ended up grazing. Went too slow, of course. Mick came along. He had nowhere to go. Couldn't get out of it. Tried to bail the last opportunity, but when he realised, well, this isn't going to work because Naramsam suddenly put the power back on. Mick ran out of road straight into the wall. I think the stewards might be having a look at that one, but I don't think Naramsam could have done differently, but it's really awkward. If you stop there, you're going to be yourself in a really awkward position when you hit the wall. So, I mean, that's an unfortunate one. I think that might be a racing incident. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars in the pit lane yet again. Now down to 14 runs. Remember, top 12 score points in this league. Remember, though, you have to finish to score points, of course, unless you get to lap 22. which I believe is the 50%, sorry, the 75-90% marker of this race. We are just coming up to half race distance right now. Lap 13 will be midpoint of this race, Jess, and I'll tell you what, the only driver so far in this race hasn't gained or lost anything, that being Jasper. He's kind of the equilibrium of this field. He's directly pretty much in the middle of it. In fact, nearly is in the middle of it. 7th would be the middle, I think, give or take, because he can't do 6.5. But nonetheless, it's not being a too shabby performance from Jasper, but you'd probably be hoping that he was doing a bit better than that.
Yes, and I think quite a few drivers will be thinking that as well. And I think there wasn't a Azerbaijan Grand Prix that has not had a safety car as well, which was quite interesting. Remember 2017? It featured quite a lot of safety car periods.
2018 as well.
Yeah, 2018 as well, with Lewis Hamilton winning in the closing stages. But we saw Daniel Ricciardo making a 3-wide overtake that year, best overtake as well, and Stroll actually took a podium finish in the Williams of all cars. So there we go. I think it was Valtteri Bottas that took second place as well. So that was a very nice podium, not going to lie as well. And I think it was Daniel Ricciardo's most best win, I have to say. Shame we won't see him on the grid next year. Very sad, because Ricciardo is one of my favourite drivers in Formula 1. But anyway, remember, we talked about the Grosjean incident earlier on, but there is an infamous quote. I think Ericsson hit us, because Grosjean think Ericsson hit him, but there we go. And the Charles Leclerc quote with "I am stupid," which still gets used in GIFs today on Twitter, which is quite interesting. 2016 was a dull race, actually, believe it or not. And I don't think there was any safety cars, just 4 retirements or mechanical failures there. So that was the only, I think, dull race out of the one we've had so far. But with everyone catching up, Liam, safety cars should be in this lap. And the way this is going, we may not have time for interviews, but hopefully we will. The rain is expected soon. So I think the ones on the hards are going to be stretching even more. The hards can go till lap 19. So if it stays out, the rain holds on until then, they're going to be in a spot of bother. If the rain does come, then they should be fine.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing to see, of course. That rain looking more and more present. Third safety car below me. We've had almost 75% of this race so far of the 12 we've had under safety car. 9 laps, 8 laps under safety car conditions. So that's going to be one of those things. It's going to be quite interesting to see. But we should be getting ourselves potentially underway at the end of this lap.
Yes, I think it may be. I wonder if Chris is going to time it a little bit, like we saw Marty do, because Marty did a great job with that. Where is Marty at the moment? He's down in 7th on 4-lap old hards. Safety car is in this lap. The ones who appeared, by the way, for hards earlier on, they should be all right to go to the rain period. But we're just worrying about the ones who did stay out. But Chris is back the field up, and Liam, I'll let you take you through the restart. And I believe is he going? He's thinking about it.
That's going to be a little bit dubious if he wants to go right now, but let's see.
I wouldn't go now if I were you because of the toe.
He could probably go right about now. If he wants to go now, he can go now, but let's see. He must be careful, of course, building that speed up and slowing down ever so slightly, but he's just casually bringing the speed up. Which way is he going to go? He's going to go now. I tell you what, there's a bit of a bunch up, and I think as everyone got themselves caught up in the back, I think they've got away over the back. There definitely has a few cars going a little bit wide and towards someone there. As Matty gets himself a little bit caught up as he comes down into the corner. Let's hope everyone manages this time array to get through the first couple of laps so good then. We've only got 13 runs in this race, and certainly easy to drop more and more as they come down to the braking zone. Chris leads this race to Matt Tibbers then comes Matty. Cam up to 4th. Yellow flags, Jasper going a little bit wide. No yellows there as I'm so tentative every time I see a car go wide. I'm going to see a major incident. But I think they're all just trying to keep each other close right now. We are officially midpoint of this afternoon's race. And those clouds looking ever so more ominous. With each passing lap, Jess, this is becoming potentially a very enthralling race. They come up through the castle section for the 13th time this afternoon. Everyone managing this time around to get through Clyde, and no yellow flags quite critically, Jess, either.
I think he spoke too soon, probably, but we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, there's a lot of cars bunched up near from like P3, I think, downwards, to be honest, which could be very enticing to see. But Chris is starting to pull away. Matt Tibbles, by the way, is being under pressure from Matty at the moment, because we know Matty is a quick driver, but I can see Matty being, I think, patient this afternoon, because he knows if he goes for something brave, but he'll go for here now, so he's going to go for it. Using his battery.
Yellow's got to crash Marty in the wall. We've got another car. Goes that might
NCR?
be a
no, not
safety.
NCR.
That might be another safety car if they don't get out of that one.
No, they got no damage. They got no damage. Well, no visible damage, so no safety car.
Lucky.
They were
Ryan
very
comes
lucky.
in, then.
Well, I think they got rearing damage, or definitely, because they hit the wall. But yeah, Ryan Belshaw's in, Marty's in. Now, I said that Marty was doing well, and he's bottling it. So
I'll tell you what, Jess, look at these clouds coming. Oh, big lock up there. Who was that? It was a puff of smoke from someone. I don't know who that was. I think that was the race leader locking up then. So no ABS for Chris there. He got away with it, but a big puff of smoke there came out the rear of that car. Definitely was tyres, not engine, though I have seen engines explode in league racing. That's happened to me once before, as in a race. I raced with you, Jess, actually. My engine blew up. Gearbox got stuck in it.
You can check it on my TikTok.
Yes, it's on Jess's TikTok. I don't know what Jess's TikTok is. Something.
You probably guess it's the same as my. It's the same as my Twitter handle.
There we go. Well, I'll do that. Check Jess's TikTok.
That was the first ever TikTok I think I posted, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But Ghost has binned it again. Nearly binned it.
He was so close to that wall. I don't know how he didn't hit it. Meanwhile, as they come down the straight, in the wall. That's Jasper as well. He's hit the wall again. So another car hitting the wall. Another one hitting the wall as well. Was that Haas in the wall as well? So two little bird strikes in that wall. Another two then. And they want to be careful they don't keep taking these damage, because you get the front wing damage, you're not going to hit this corner and then it hurts. I say that. Oh, they get so close each time I'm hitting it. It terrifies me, that wall. Absolutely terrifies me. But look at that Sky Jets. We are going to get a deluge at the end of this race. DRS, by the way, I think it's the first time in a while it's been enabled.
I don't think it's been enabled at all.
I don't think so either. So, well done, lads. You've managed to get the DRS enabled after 15 laps, if that is the first time.
Here comes Matty.
He's closing up. He's not using any ERS right now. He's kind of sitting back right now. I think these drivers, if they were a betting man, again, lock up there from Crest. So he's definitely running OBS, but if I was a betting man, I'd be saying we're going to be seeing some contact in a minute. Oh, talking of that, ironically, there is contact. There's a front wing gone, and that there is going to be more contact on the exit of this corner, as there is Major and Chill, and Major's got no front wing, so we've got to be careful here as Chill trying to come from the outside, and they're going to be bumping and barging into each other as Major gonna get out of the way. Must be careful here because he's got no front wing. He's gonna be very slow through this complex. Doesn't want to hit the wall either. That's gonna be the thing. Must be careful through here. Indeed he is, but he'll be pitting at the end of this lap. But definitely damage there from Major. I think he hit the outside wall as well. Certainly hit the wall somewhere because out of turn 3, Chill was on the outside, sideways into the side of the Alfa Romeo, but the Alfa Romeo, despite that, start to pull away a little bit, but we presume will be in the pit lane. Yellow flags up the road. Another car having a mistake, and there is Jasper's hit the wall as well, Jess. Jasper, front right end plate gone as well, and this is going to be these awkward situations. This corner, are we going to get them both through A-OK? One of them's got through, about the other one, just about through as well. I think maybe Chill's got damage as well, because he's certainly going a lot slower. Are we going to see Jasper in the pit lane? Would you want to pit right now? The cloud's moving in. He's going to come in then. Major stays out with that damage on the car. So he's got to be careful right now, Jess, doesn't he? Jess?
I just realised I muted my mic. I'm an absolute idiot. I was talking talking for like 10 seconds and that happened. But it's starting to thicken up, these clouds at the moment. You've got to be careful you do not graze the wall like that, as Ryan Belshaw has set the fast lap of the race. Jasper's in again. Not really surprised, to be honest with you, at the moment. Matty's closing in once more as well. And rain is imminent, so... if I was the hard runners right now that have been staying out since the start, I would be a bit nervous at the moment, but they're still doing a good job holding everyone else up, because everyone else seems to be having a spot of bother, the ones who pitted. But the top 5 seem to be having hardly any issues at the moment, but we'll see what the top 2 could do with Chris and Matty. Past castle section, and Marty's out the race.
That's going to be a safety car. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a safety car, certainly. That's a dangerous place. Ghost System helping you there. Safety car deployed. And that now is our 4th safety car of this afternoon, taking us... Remember, I think the record, might be 6 safety cars. 6 yellows. We are on 5 official yellows. We had a virtual safety car earlier on. Would I be staying out longer? Would I be considering... What's the weather looking like? Clouding. I wouldn't stay out right now. You kind of got it, don't you? If you pit right now and... You're going to
track position is key, I think, Liam.
Yeah. Track position is going to be the key one. If I'm Major, I'll be probably diving into the pit lane right now for a new nose, because he's got damage. This is the perfect time for him to do it. If he so chooses to, it'd be a pretty unsurprising one. In comes Chris.
Chris, our championship leader. I am surprised. Inters?
Intermediate tyres. Is he gambling? Front wing change?
Is it going to gamble that it's going to rain during the safety car?
In comes another car then. Is that
surely they can't. Mediums I can see with some drivers.
Hards.
Softs for the Aston Martin.
Does he know something we don't know? Is the question I'm wondering. So the first time I've seen a driver do this strategy. I've seen Jasper's done it a few times in the past.
I've seen it in another league, and they finished. They finished on the podium.
Do you know I mentioned Jasper doing that strategy? Guess what? Instead of intermediate tyres.
There you go. So, well, not really that surprised, to be honest with you.
I imagine Ghost will be coming in maybe for a set of intermediates as well. But these guys want to be careful. They don't burn their tyres out. That's going to be the thing. Our Ghost is out of the race, so we are now down to 11 runners. Half this field is now out of this race, which is a real shame to see.
But at least if you finish, you score points.
Yes. That's the thing, though. As long as you finish, with rain on the horizon, it's going
to be hard.
Spots here and there potentially forming. That was certainly got to a point where if it's going to rain, I'd say we are pretty much on the bubble for it raining, because it is very, very overcast now.
Yeah, it is quite overcast. I don't usually like taking the gamble. Naramsam is out. Castle section.
Yeah, he's hit the wall then, so he's another car and he's gone.
Let's gamble with Ryan Belshaw. Let's see. Oh, thank God for the ghosting system.
Just 2 corners before the has crashed in real life, but that is Naramsam out of this race, now down to 10 runners. So we're doing that thing we said, Jess. As long as you finish, you score points. But unfortunately, the Ramsam, he's about 6 laps out of that then, so no points for him. Is this working for Chris? I'm wondering. If it rains, if it buckets it down right now,
then it would. But at the moment,
if it doesn't, then no.
Because he's going to have the tyre wear is going to go like that, because wet tyres on a dry track.
Another car coming in, Jess. Who's that in the pit? Cam in the pit. Now, is this for a set of intermediate tyres, I wonder?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is for a set of intermediate tyres. I'll tell you what, they're all gambling right now, and it's rain arriving very imminently.
I love this gamble.
This is a big gamble, isn't it? But is it paying off?
It's still sun.
It is raining. It's starting to rain, Jess. The rain has just came.
That's a good gamble. That's a good gamble. Cam's ahead of Jasper though, so I think Jasper obviously got front wing damage. So
Jasper had a long stop as well, yeah, like you said. So
Chris could win this race if the rain falls hard enough. It's already
it's light coming down.
Light is drizzle.
It's drizzling. It will get to intermediate conditions. Now it looks like the rain is certainly coming down a little bit heavier. Looking on board of the some of the cars, which we'll just say on board with the Alfa Romeo. You can certainly see what the weather is looking like as well, because of course, that being red, you can see things a bit clearer.
Yes, indeed. So, now, will someone else go into the pits? Now, if you're Alfa Romeo, you'll be in a spot of bother, I think, because you're close to getting on track and you'll lose time either way. So, if safety car does not come in this lap, I would get one of the Alfa Romeos to come into the pit lane and come into for inters, I would. Because otherwise you're going to lose so much more time.
I don't know. If I'm Jasper right now, I'm not pushing it too heavily. Let that safety car stay out another lap. You know what he's doing, Jess? Letting that safety car stay out another lap, isn't he?
Fair play. To be honest, I would have done that as well.
Is it going to work, though? It should do. We will get another lap out of this. Safety car line is there.
Yeah, so it
another
is
lap on the
staying
safety
in.
car.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised to see everyone dive in the pit then right now for a set of intermediates, Jess.
One of the Alphas have got to, definitely.
I think that you'd be surprised. I'd be shocked if I didn't see all of them dive in.
Major, I think. Oh, I thought he was aiming
They're
for
all
the
diving
pit
in, Jess. They've got to dive in. If they don't dive in, they're going to be in a spot of bother.
YY is staying out. Chris will move up to second now.
Intermediates then for
Lem. What on earth has happened there? Oh, God.
Yeah, what's happened here?
Drive through. Cam.
What's happened here? We've got a major delta glitch.
Glitch. Yeah, that's probably why. So what? Matty has gone in the race lead because of that.
Look at Cam just having to crawl around right now. He can't move and gets another drive again.
Through.
That's his race is done, Jess. That's Cam's race gone. Unfortunately, 2 drives with penalties.
How could he get 2 drive-throughs? He delta glitch again. 4 drive-throughs.
That's remarkable.
Chris has got one.
Chris has got one. We've got MCR's got one. We've got
Jasper.
Cam and Jasper as well. I've got to say this is absolutely diabolical. Codemasters. I just come on, guys. You need to fix this. We've had it for years on years. It just is not getting fixed. And if people are going to start complaining more and more, the servers are somewhat okay, depending if it's not having major issues. When it wants to be nice, it's good. But your system of safety cars is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. This was shaping up to be a good race, and you've ruined it, game. Good job. Well, I guess that means Matty is leading this race. Tell you what, Matt Tibbers is on the podium right now as well as things stands.
Shush, you know you like to curse RP, so shut up.
Been told to shut up live on stream by my favourite human. Ramsam has left the session. Cam is gonna. I'll be surprised to see Cam is gonna be diving. What is Cam gonna do right now? Because if we get another safety guy, he's gonna get penalty. You could serve. I don't know if you could serve a drive-through straight away.
I think you can.
He's certainly going to hope so, but we are going to get racing again. This rain does not look like it's coming down heavy enough right now.
So Right is going to floor it then?
Right is going to floor it. You've got the rest of them on on different tyres. MCR's on the soft, so he can gun it.
Ready? He's going to go. He's going to go. No, he's not. He's thinking about it. He's waiting his time. Now he goes. And you can see the clothing speed. Matty, to be fair, is closing in, but when you get to turn 1, you're crawling. Oh, they make a bit of contact.
Bit of mistake there. Is it wet enough? Is it dry enough? I don't know what the weather conditions are exactly. I tell you what, though, it definitely looks like those intermediate tyres are biting, Jess. The inters are biting, and here we go, then. Straight away into the lead of this race comes Matty. Behind him, Chris and Matt Tibblestead, side by side. Matt Tibblestead trying to go for the inside line. This isn't going to work, boys. Be careful, because there's always going to be contact down here. They get away with it on the outside line. Their MCR trying to make a move up the inside line. That's going to be contact again, nearly. Y1 want to be careful. They come 3 abreast then. On the exit of this corner, one of these cars is going to have to back out of the end. They go side by side. And let's see, is the Alfa Romeo going to get squeezed into the wall? Yes, he is. Now they've got to be very careful, Jess. You've got these slick tyres. Squirming around up the inside comes Ryan, And these guys want to be careful making it too wide, maybe nearly 3 wide into the castle section. And this isn't going to work, boys. One of you's going to have to back up. They do so. So they'll live to fight another day.
We still got drive-throughs to serve for some of the drivers, though.
4 of them.
Yep,
all of them. Safety car. That'll be good right now, but Matty's running away with it.
Ryan Bell. Oh, careful, Ryan Belshaw. Has he almost, well, he almost hit the wall there as we head towards turn 15 and 16. Major.
Got a swapper on for a 1 or 2 cars. I tell you what, Jess, this is going to be the sketchy situation for YH and MCR here. Is into this corner down here. This is the one. These guys are going to be tiptoeing around. The guys behind need to be careful they don't do something, go side by side, because one car's going to have to back out of this one. They're not going to make the corner, otherwise we're going to see a car in the wall, maybe. They get away with it. Here comes MCR then, as they're going to follow each other, I think, into the pit lane. As well, and I'd be surprised if we see all of these guys in the pit lane. And meanwhile, Chris is coming to serve his drive-through penalty. In comes the 2 slick runners.
For Inters. And so is
Cam
MCR.
And Jasper. Cam comes in.
MCR
Jasper's trying. Oh, there's going to be contact in the wall there. And look at that, Jasper. A little bit of audacious there. I think he might get himself in trouble. Crossed over the white line there. Almost forced Cam into the wall. Jasper might have nearly put Cam out of that race then. That was awfully close. Those two battling. They get away with it, but I tell you what, if I was Cam, I'd be a little bit, I might raise that up a little bit later on, because that almost could have ended in tears.
Yes, definitely. I have to say it could have gone a lot worse, but it didn't, luckily. But everyone, ladies and gentlemen, has served his their drive-throughs, including Cam. So, there we go. I believe he served 2 drive-throughs, so I think he can pit as soon as the safety car comes in for drive-throughs, by the way. So, there you go.
He only served 1, but it counted as 2, I suppose. So, I guess that's how it works on this game, but...
that's alright then. At least he doesn't double punish you. But I think if you get...
Oh, we might get a safety car. Talking of safety car, there's a car in the wall. And there is Ryan B, and that certainly, I presume, will be a safety car. I'd be shocked if it wasn't. Only yellows right now.
We've run out because we've had 4 safety cars and 1 VSC.
Well, is that the maximum you get? That's in a really dangerous place.
That's the maximum you can get, yeah.
Well, that's a surprise. And I thought you could get more than that, then. But
no,
he's out this race.
I don't think so. Because that would have been a safety car.
Oh, another car off. Is that Jasper in the wall?
We're down to 9 runners, Liam. You know I said that we're doing fine with only 2 retirements.
Yeah, it's not really worked well. MCR, by the way, on the slick compound tyres.
He's crawling.
Crawling around on those tyres, not getting any heat into them. This is a good opportunity for anyone to score points, really, isn't it?
I just hope that it doesn't happen in our race later on. But anyway, MCR comes in to the pits for Inters. So everyone will be on a set of Inters, by the way. So if you just survive, you'll be fine. Shame for Ryan Belshaw, because he was running in a good position. But it is Matty that leads then, from Matt Tibos, from Chill, from Major. Major's having his best result of the season so far, just by keeping it.
Doing what? Yeah, just being gentle. Now, look, now the circuit's become slick.
Now the circuit is raining. Wow.
Be careful still. You don't want to slide off the road, of course. You're on these intermediate
damp.
tyres.
It is damp. It is damp. It's definitely Inters, but
yeah. That's what I'm saying, Jess. But these guys, remember, they've taken
disabled though.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. These drivers are taking quite a lot of their tyre wear out, Jess. Remember, as well, driving on those slightly dry conditions, so they've got to be careful. They've not taken too much tread off the cars, and they don't end up skating around, which is easy to do. Chill, by the way, in third. Ahead of him is, of course, Matt Tibbers. Behind him, Major. Then comes, of course, Chris, who is still within a striking distance if we did get another safety car of the lead of this race. I don't think it is possible to get another one, though, like you said, Jess, so that's a shame, then.
That is a shame, because I would have liked to have a spicy end to that race. But we're not getting a spicy end to that race. But, you know, as long as I think the gaps are quite big in some places, so the one near the back should be fine, as long as they don't bin it.
Yes.
But
that's
it should be good.
Said than done.
That should be good for Matty in the championship, to be fair, because before tonight, if I can find it, he was P6 in the championship. If he wins, I bet you get 25 points. That will be 108, 9, 10, 11, 12, 113 points. Mick's not going to score at all, so he will jump at least Mick. At least. He'll jump MCR, I think, as well. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure at this point who's going to be jumped. But Matty's pawning away. He's loving these inters. He's absolutely loving it. He's just 3 seconds. He's just... I think he's got a wet setup on Liam. I think he's got a wet setup.
It could possibly be being a wet setup. Of course, we've seen in other divisions what it's like if you manage to get a setup that's absolutely perfect for these conditions. You can have some fun and roll it away, but...
like you last week in Hungary.
Yes.
You got a podium again.
I did. I don't think I'm getting on tonight because I don't like this circuit. It's more of a bogey track than Monaco nearly for me as well. But like I said though, Matty has got himself another 3 and a bit laps to go and he'll win this race. Further down the field, by the way, we've got Whiteheight, Jasper and Cam, who are not too far away from each other. That's, I think, the closest real battle on this circuit with 9 runners. Of course, half of the field gone, with half the field still remaining, with now 3 laps to go.
3 laps to go until the end of this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And anything can still happen. And we've had safety cars, we've had drama, we've had carnage, and we've had rain. But what the top 9, I have to say the top 9 can go home with their head held high for still scoring
if they finish.
Quite well if they finish.
No matter what, they will score points now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not 90%. It's above 90%, isn't it? So they could just some people could just DNF now and they could still
don't
score.
do that.
I know, but. You know
if they do DNF, then it won't be the end of the world. But if you like him, it might be if you're the leader and you DNF.
If you're the leader, you DNF, you're in a spot of bother. But if you're MCR and DNF, then I don't think you would. But
well, never know. I mean, we could see more drama in this race. I mean, people
no
are
safety
still
cars
it.
though, because we are approached this point. So yeah,
we are now past the safety car delta thing because of course you can't get a safety car till the end of the race. But
well, you can though. I wish you
well,
can.
It would be entertaining, but I like a nice sprint to the end.
That is a good point, though.
Bit of the last couple of lap drama, bit of last lap shenanigans.
And I think Matt Tibbles is closing in, not gonna lie. Chill is as well. And by the way, make sure you check out Division 2 and Division 4 starting in about half an hour's time, just under half an hour's time as well. So check those divisions out as well. And yeah, gonna be, I think, interesting to see who ends up on the podium because we could still have a battle between Major and Chill. As it is getting even more tricky by the minute as well, just to keep your car on the road. As Jasper almost found out there. And but at least he's still in at this race. Cam is as well. I'm just looking to see if Jasper's got a front wing, but he has. I'm just imagining things. But both Alfa Romeos, by the way, are still in this race. So,
well, you've said it now.
Oh, yeah, but I don't care. They're going to still get points, so...
Well, to be fair, human cursing cars isn't as bad as medium cursing cars. Oh, God. Never mind. That was close.
Who was that?
It was Major. Crazed the ball there slightly. I guess. But he got away with it. He turned out the corner there. But I mean, you know, like I said, Alfa Romeo in the points. I mean, he nearly wasn't in the. Well, I mean, he would have still been in the points, but he nearly wasn't in the race. That gap, by the way, not really dropping, not really opening up as well. Matty could just afford to take it nice and cautiously right now and just not afford to do anything silly. Matt Tibos looking to break the duct of poor performances for the Alpine team in second position as well. So. That might be a little bit of a saving grace for Alpine right now, as that they might finally get some points without me cursing. I mean, for God's sake. Wow. There we go. Never mind.
You did it now! Oh my God.
I had to say it. I mean, to be fair, though, he's very fortunate that car didn't spin from that. But, you tell what, he's going to get himself a spot, but if that car is damaged, I think it might be damaged, Jess. Oh, it's going to be close to the
Liam,
wall.
you idiot!
And now he's going to find himself under some pressure. But here we go. Here comes Chill then. Is that
dreams?
Podium under threat then for Matt Tibbles. He hits the wall then. Maybe it's not all doom and gloom, though, but let's see. Gets him through turn number 1 just about, but here comes Chill. Chill low. Is he going to be a bit cautious about this? We are in the wet conditions. He's got a car who definitely seems to be slightly wounded up the road, but gets a mega exit. Burns as much ERS as he can, but he hasn't got a lot of it to play, and has got damage on that car, we believe, so he needs to be careful as he comes down to the corner, but he should, unless something goes wrong, he should be fine from here on out then. As long as he doesn't make a mistake from now.
Don't forget the straight though, the back straight.
Yeah, that back straight good. Remember, he's got not a lot of ERS. The cars behind have got a bit of ERS to play with. So, they've got to be careful, but
he's falling away, Matt Tibos, a little bit.
Got the traction still then. Race leader is coming through the back end of this circuit, but Matt Tibos just going to try and tiptoe around then without me cursing him again, as long as he managed to get this one correct, which he does.
Oh, there's an Alfa Romeo that spinned it.
We right ahead. Was that Major? Was that Major? That was,
I think, Major. So, yeah. Matt Tibos will be on the podium.
Maybe.
Well,
as long as he doesn't bottle his corner again, at least, which he does let's go about.
Let's go on board with our race leader then, as he goes towards the final few corners, Liam.
Yeah, there we go then. Race leader then, and a bit more of a commanding performance in the last couple of laps than he probably imagined then. Over 4 and a bit seconds. He comes through nice and gingerly then, not even full throttle, not even half throttle through the last 2 corners then. He will take the European Grand Prix then here in Azerbaijan as he takes the flag then to the left-hand side. Nice little run there, and he will win here in Baku at the street of the Baku City Circuit. Matt Tiboslow is just going to finish on the podium in 2nd. Chill in 3rd. Major across the line in 4th. Ahead of Chris in 5th. YH from Jasper, Cam, and then MCR will be the end of that order.
There you go. So we got 3 different constructors on the podium, a Mercedes, an Alpine, and an AlphaTauri. Major, your championship leader in 5th. Quite a few major contenders like Mick is out of this race. We got to pick a few driver of the days. I'll let you pick one, Liam.
I'm going to give it to Matt Tibos.
Fair enough. It's hard because most of these, or pretty much all these guys, just did well just for finishing. But I'm going to give, I don't usually pick 2, so I'm going to pick 2. So I'm going to pick the race winner of Matty. And I'm going to give it to Chill for gaining 11 places and finishing in 3rd. So, I know it's just the top 3, but the top 3 did more than enough to earn our drivers of the day. So yes, your top 3 will be in the poll later, and Chill gets driver of the day in game as well. So there we go. So, yeah, you can vote when that poll goes up later on.
I don't think we're going to be doing any interviews again, Jess, at this rate, because you've got to get straight into that lobby.
Yeah, we may have time. Yeah, we do have time, Liam. If
do we have time?
Yeah, we do. We do have a bit of time. But we go for your order anyway. Matty from Matt Tibos, Chill, Major, Chris, Right, YY, Jasper, Cam, MCR, Ryan Belshaw. Ryan Belshaw was your first DNFers, and we have the Ramsam, Ghost, Marty, Gel, Mick, Elodie, Passe, and Harry F. Quite a few disqualifications though, which is a bit of a shame there. Chill wants an interview, and you know what? We'll give Chill an interview. I'll let you do this one whilst I get my wheel set up. So
yes.
You could tell Chill Evil that we are doing interviews, as Chill very kindly requested, and yeah, it'll be good to speak to him about his views of the race, because it probably wasn't a plain sailing for him, to be honest. So yeah. So let's see if we can drag him in whilst I restart my PlayStation.
Yes, well, so I wait for him to hopefully appear for me to drag him along and in, then we can have some fun with him, if he appears.
Let's hope he appears soon.
Yes, he has 5 minutes.
He does have 5 minutes. 6 minutes.
7, I think, actually, more accurately for that one. But he has time to get in if he wants to get in. So hopefully he can get in. We'll just wait around. There he is. He's popped in. So we'll drag Chill, and of course is also a fellow commentator, isn't he? I think. Is that Chill or was that Maverick? Which one is it?
Maverick's a commentator, not
Maverick's
Chill.
a commentator, not Chill. I always get those two confused. But let's drag in Mr. Chilly then from the land of Chill. I mean, it might be a bit warm, but well, I guess it's pretty cold actually. Depends where you are in the world. But Chill, hello, can you hear us?
I can, hello.
Well, a podium position there right at the end. A very dramatic, a very long race of about 16,000 safety cars. Nearly got P2 because at the line, mainly because I cursed him a lap before and he went flying into a wall, ironically, when I said Alpines are doing good. So that always happens. But how was it for you?
I had damage before I even got through turn one. One of the McLarens got pinched on the inside, so the McLaren was sideways and I went into his side pod by the end of, well, not even by the end of turn one. In the middle of turn one, I had damage. And then 4 corners later, there was a mess as well. And I think I hit the back of an Alpha who was coming back across the track after something happened. So I had no front wing by the end of lap 1. And then it was just mess at the back of safety cars after that. And I think 6 stops in the end.
Yeah, a lot of stops, a lot of drama. I mean, safety car breeds safety car, of course, around back here. Of course, next couple of races, I don't actually know. Where are we next week?
I have no idea.
Jess, where are we next week?
Let me check. I'm setting up my wheel at the same time, so I'm multitasking. Belgium next week.
Belgium next week. Are you looking forward to Belgium next week?
I'm not sure how many laps of racing we'll actually get because there's only 22 laps and the safety car rate's been pretty high. So we might only get about 4 laps of racing, but I definitely like the track, I'd say, yeah.
Certainly indeed. Jess, have you got any questions?
Well, I have to say, after the safety car that happened and the damage you got lap 1, did you were you expecting it? And any advice to people that would give up after that situation? Because you just proven that you can still finish very high after getting damaged lap 1.
Well, I mean, that race is the exact opposite of what I've had all season. All season, I've had safety cars that just bring me down. That race, they just brought me up. But yeah, I mean, I didn't think I'd get this high up again. I didn't think there'd be that many retirements, especially the amount of retirements that are under safety car. But I think I knew I could get back up to the points with this track and how the safety cars are here regardless. It was just a matter of surviving, really.
Yeah, that's a good answer to my question. That is it for me, Liam. Do we have anyone else we could drag in quickly?
No.
No.
No one's joined. We're all alone.
Aw. So I thought I will let you do the outro, Liam.
Yes, well, of course, from me and Jess, we shall see you next week. I believe I should be here next week. Potentially. I might have some other conflicting things to do, but I shall
what for?
see. Might be doing some endurance racing. I might be dragged. I think it's next week. If it's not, it's the week soon. I know I'm doing a race.
Oh, we got the bot!
I'm doing a race soon. But, hello. Oh, we got the bot. Right, quickly. Hello to Chat69XYZ bot, who's joined us. The best adult dating site, apparently, YouTube, as well. So there we go. If you want say hello to a bot, now's your time. But from me and Jess, I've been Jess. I've been Jess. Evil Jess has been evil. There we go. We'll see you next week in several days' time. Take care and goodbye.